Hi, welcome to Grow New Plants. So today I'm going to put a shade cloth on the greenhouse. So my greenhouse has got roll-up sides. I got the sides up on it right now. It's got a window up in the eave up there, which you'll see that in a little while. And I got just a box fan in there now. I'm going to purchase an actual greenhouse fan that'll move a lot more air, that'll help cool it. But this thing gets hot. When it gets up, we've had a couple days, it's got up to 85, almost 90 degrees, and it gets well over 100 inside the greenhouse. So I need to do something to try and cool it down. I'm gonna put the shade cloth on. I got a white one. It's kind of a pink looking color, but it's supposed to be white, and it's custom size, 16 foot, which is the length of the greenhouse, by 20 feet, which should go from roll up side to roll up side on the other side. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna attach it. I have an idea, so I'm just gonna kind of roll with it as I go. So, and there's gonna be a lot of stuff I'm gonna fast forward through on this, because some of this stuff's gonna be pretty time consuming, and I don't wanna make it an hour-long video. I'm gonna go show you inside the greenhouse what the temperature is right now, and then we'll get the shade cloth put on there, and we'll see whether it cools it down or not. Okay, so it's about 94 degrees in the greenhouse on the dial thermometer. It's about 81 degrees outside. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're gonna get this thing covered. We're gonna see what the temperature does, see if it drops, and then I'll also probably do another comparison tomorrow when it gets about this same time of day, when the greenhouse has been covered from the morning on. It hasn't had the morning sun for the heat to build up in it. Okay, so I've got this thing laid out. This is my 16-foot side here. This is my 20-foot side laid out here. So what I need to do is I want the 20-foot side to have a rope going all the way through it, wove all the way through the grommets, to go all the way around on each end. Hopefully I'm gonna pull that tight, stake it down to the bottom of the baseboards, and that should hold the majority of the thing down, and then I just come back and tack the other sides in. So I'm just gonna take this rope, and I'm just gonna weave it through all of these grommets. I'll just go in one side, out the other side, all the way down, and then I'm gonna leave myself at least 5 feet of rope hanging down off each end to reach to the bottom to secure it down. So I'll fast forward through this part. I gotta do this on both sides too. Okay, so I've got this thing, I've got the rope run through on one side of the 20-foot long side, and then I got about 6 foot of rope left on each end, and I just tied knots on each end down there, one on the other end, to keep the rope from pulling back out. So I'm gonna do off camera, I'm gonna go ahead and get the other side on there, and then we'll start figuring out how to get it over the greenhouse itself. I'm not sure how this is gonna work exactly. So I've got this thing laid out, the 16-foot side this way, and then I threw a rope over the top of this thing, and I want to find my middle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, probably about right here. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to tie this thing off, and hopefully I can pull it across the top of the greenhouse without tearing up the plastic. And we're going to see how that works. So I'm going to go around on the other side and pull on this thing and see, hopefully it will just pull this thing up and get it over the plastic, and then once I get it to the other side I can cinch it down with these end ropes. The only thing I'm worried about is how much pressure it's going to put on the plastic. It's quite a bit. I'll pull it across it. I'm going to tie this off and look at it. Well, I'll just keep gently pulling that thing over. And I'm pulling it over this one bow, and that seems to be taking some of the pressure off. I can see it. That worked, I got it. So I'm just taking it and okay, that didn't work. So let's try this again. Okay, so I'm doing the exact same thing this time, but I took, on the other side, I tied the bottoms off on each corner, and that way it can't pull the whole thing over. So what I was doing earlier, I was trying to pull across this hoop, and that way it's not putting quite as much pressure on the plastic itself. So hopefully when I get this side over, kind of spread this out a little bit. Pretty wadded up. Hopefully I can straighten it out being up here. Worst case scenario, I can put several ropes on it and pull at the same time. Hopefully I can make this work. Let me go see what the other side looks like. Yeah, that's looking just about where it needs to be on this side. So I'm just stretching this thing out a little bit from this side, and I'll come back, work it from both sides. I think this is gonna work. And I just checked inside the greenhouse too, and it's up to 96 degrees before we actually get this thing on it. And then I'll get my 8-foot ladder here in just a second. I'm hoping I can get this thing all the way over. I'm gonna have to do it off the ladder, I think. Okay, that's as far down as I can go because I have this thing tied off on the other side. But okay, so I'm going to move you over. We'll take a look at what the other side looks like. Okay, so this looks good over here. It's too far down, obviously. So I need to take these ropes, these knots, and adjust them. So I need to let this one go just a little bit farther. I'll loosen this knot, allow it to go a little bit farther, maybe about right there. And these are just eye bolts that I have my bellow cords tied to. So that'll allow this one to pull up right to the top of the removable sides. And we'll get this one, we'll pull up. And there's gonna be lots of adjusting in the end of this, but that's about right there. Okay, so I'm gonna go back on the other side and pull, see if I can get it a little bit farther down over here now. Okay, so this is pretty close. It's probably about this far from the roll up sides on that side. So it's probably really gonna come to about right here. It's gonna be just a little bit above the roll up sides, but I'll do some final adjustment. But I'm gonna go get the ladder and I'm gonna get the ends pulled off first and get the ends cinched down, get the heights right, and then I'll come back and start cinching everything else down. So I'm gonna go get the 8-foot ladder and we'll start working on the ends. Okay, so I went ahead and cinched this rope down where this one is pretty close to the top of the roll-up sides. This one over here is about the same distance. Now there's still a lot of slack in the rope and everything across there. I mean, I've got probably an extra 8 inches or so hanging over here. So we're gonna move over on the other side. Hopefully I'll be able to pull that thing taut enough to get this rope down over the sides a little bit from the other side. So far it's working the way I hoped it would work, but we're gonna find out if I'm able to get enough of this over. Pretty far back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to loosen that other side first. I don't have enough room to get it over. So I'm gonna go back on the other side. I'm gonna loosen that a little bit where I can pull a little bit more back this way. I got a little bit more slack in it this time, so hopefully I can pull it over the edge on this side. Be a lot easier with 2 people and 2 ladders, but make it do with what I got. can get that to stay, and then work this down on this other side a little bit. There we go. I think I'm pretty good on this side now. And I'm looking at the lines. I'm trying to pull it. This is kind of what I was hoping for right here, just to help keep it pulled down tight on the ends. The 16 foot, but I figure there's enough stretch in it that would get it to where it would hang over the edge just enough for this rope here to hold it down on the ends. Okay, so I'm going to give this one a tie down here. Okay. That looks pretty good. I'm just going to walk back here and see what this side looks like. Okay, I think I'm going to be good back here. I'm going to have to do the same thing I just did there and just get it pulled barely over the edges and then cinch this thing down, and I think it's going to be good. So I'm going to do that off camera. I'll get both of these cinched down good, get it down, pulled down even, and then from there all we really have to do is just come down here on the edges and cinch the edges down. Okay, so I cinched this thing down on both sides. And I may have to do just a little bit more tightening on these ropes. Maybe they're stretching a little bit, but it looks exactly like this. I'm not going to show you both sides, but both sides look exactly like this. So it should hold it tight. And I did too, one change is I put an eye bolt on this side here to help hold this rope to this side. Like I said, this one, obviously I need to cinch this one down a little bit, but both sides look like that. I got about 2-inch overhang where it just stretched over. So I think it's going to be pretty solid. I'll probably have to adjust it a couple times because the rope's probably going to stretch on me. So the last thing I have to do, I'm going to move the camera back around to the sides, and I'm going to cinch down the sides on one side. I won't show you both sides. And then we'll go inside and show you what the difference is. Okay, to start out with, I'm going to do a tie down. I want these corners really cinched down good because that's the main place it's going to try and pull loose if winds come up high. So I'm going to cinch this one down, and then I'm going to cinch down the middle one, and then I'm going to cinch down the other end, and I'm going to do that on both sides. So I'll fast forward through this. I've got eye bolts already down here where for my billow rope. So I'll just tie into those same ones there. Okay, I'll be honest with you, this was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. If I had to do it again, I could probably do it in half the time, and of course doing it without recording too, but it really wasn't that bad, and it's definitely when you walk in there you can tell the difference. So when we started doing this, the temperature had got up to 96 degrees before I pulled the thing over it, and that's going by that thermometer right there. So it's about 92 degrees. So by that thermometer, it dropped 6 degrees. But I'm going to show you something real quick on the. I've got digital thermostats. I've got one in the garage over here because I keep some of my plants in the garage over the winter, so I monitor that. I've got one over here by the fence. It's just outside temperature, and then I have one that's in here for greenhouse temperature. So I'm going to show you that real quick. Okay, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. If I'll tell you what it says. So the outside temperature right now is 88 degrees. So that was 96 when we started, or right before I put the cloth over. The temperature has gone up 7 degrees, takes it up to 103, and now it's 92. So it's 20 degrees cooler in that greenhouse than it would have been you know, based on the other temperatures. And if you look right here, it says my outside temperature, which is over there on that fence. Its outside temperature is 88 degrees. Greenhouse temperature is 88 degrees. So it's basically the same temperature with that fan and the shade cloth on there. It's the inside of the greenhouse is ambient temperature outside. So that's pretty awesome. So I went with the white. A lot of people said, you know, white is better because it reflects light. But anyway, so that's what I went with. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Thank you.